Let's get it. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Good evening, good evening, good evening. It's Tuesday. You know what that means. It's time for the number one sports podcast in the world. It's time for Sports for You. Live on YouTube. I'm John. That's Mark.
What up with it?
That's Nick Freeze.
What to do?
We got Jim Dandy in the building. We got Pepsi in the building. We got Townhouse Media in the building always. And we are live on YouTube. Make sure if you watch, make sure you hit that like button, that share button, hit that subscribe button for Townhouse Media. Of course, you can find the link for this Townhouse Media YouTube channel in our bio on Instagram at Sports for You Podcast, on our Twitter at Sports for You Podcast, on our Facebook, Sports for You Podcast. Not to get into tonight in the world of NFL, NBA, and Major League Baseball. We're officially in playoff season. Playoffs is officially kicked off. The play-in tournament going on right now. Good game.
Shout out to the champs.
Yeah. The Braves.
You know what I'm saying? It's still first week, so I can go ahead and say that.
Had a good week. They probably had a better weekend than the Dodgers.
I doubt it.
We went 1-2. I don't know. How'd y'all go?
Are you kidding me?
Wasn't good.
We'll definitely talk that. We're going to talk a little bit of NFL. Obviously, we're going to preview the NBA. We're going to also make some predictions for these NBA awards as the NBA's postseason is full circle with the playoffs, the play-in, and all that. Let's start off on a little serious note. Obviously, the story over the weekend, probably the worst story of the weekend, but we got to talk about it. And you missed, we didn't, and that was the tragic passing of former Ohio State quarterback, Heisman Trophy finalist, former first-round pick, Rose Bowl champ, and that's the great Dwayne Haskins Jr., who tragically lost his life early Saturday morning while training in South Florida with some of his Steeler teammates, was hit by a dump truck crossing the Florida highway.
That's horrible.
Terrible news.
24 years young.
Still just a kid, man.
And you could tell it was it still hasn't really sinked into a lot of those in the community that knew him. Obviously, Ohio State, whether it was Ohio State or obviously with the Washington football team, well, now the Washington Commanders. And then obviously he had already made his impact with the Pittsburgh Steelers community in Pittsburgh. But this is just a tragic story and a lot of things to dissect on. And obviously he was in South Florida training with Najee Harris, Chase Claypool, and his newest teammate, Mitchell Trubisky, doing some off-season work. But we don't know why he was walking across the highway. We're not gonna try to figure it out. It's just a sad state of affairs. This young man.
Well, what I heard, I don't know if it's official or not, but I heard that his car broke down.
Oh Lord!
And that I guess he was like going across for something like that. But not to I don't know if that's 100% accurate. It's tragic, especially somebody that young when they pass. Like like Mark said, you still a baby.
Mm-hmm.
You literally just you really just became 21. You really just learning how the world really works. So when you see something like that happen, man, it's horrible.
He was like at 24, you starting to become into the person you're going to be. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
He just got married. B. Finn in the house.
Shout out to B. Finn.
Condolences to his wife,
his parents. Obviously, all his teammates, former coaches. It's just a sad story, man. And obviously, I seen Chase Claypool just post like, "Man, I was with you your last moments." It's just we don't know. We just don't know when our time is up here. And obviously, again, our condolences go out to his family. But I want to talk about it also on some other part of it because there was some controversy behind the untimely passing of Dwayne Haskins. by a couple people in the media. First, we're gonna start off with the one and only Adam Schefter.
Are you
The other
kidding
one's
me?
is on calling out names.
But yeah, we can still we'll bring it. We'll say his name. I'll let you explain that later. But Adam Schefter was breaking the story. Unfortunately, broke the story about Dwayne Haskins. But he included in his tweet about how he struggled as a quarterback in the National Football League. Completely unnecessary for Shefty. And I know what Shefty was trying to do. He was trying to, obit his NFL career and all that. But let's just be real. It was horrible, horrible, horrible usage of a way to describe a person dying. And I don't know why he would do that. He did apologize. But man, that was just not a good look for Shefty. And obviously, I know he had a miserable weekend because they was ready to cancel him. Let me be clear. You're not going to cancel Adam Schefter. I'm just going to be real with y'all. Adam Schefter, you're not going to cancel Adam Schefter. ESPN just signed him to this huge deal. Him and Adrian Wojnarowski, another person we're going to talk about later because he's obviously in the news for something else that's being deemed controversial. I don't deem it controversial, but we'll discuss it later on during the show, during the NBA talk. But another person, and like I said, Mark's going to say, I'm going to let Mark save that for calling out names, give y'all not to dwell on this topic too long, but Gil Brandt, Pro Football Hall of Famer, longtime scout of the Dallas Cowboys, 90 years old, was on Sirius XM, and obviously he made some real insensitive comments in regards to the passing of Dwayne Haskins in his career. So, but I'm gonna leave that to Mark to reiterate what he said because I thought what he said was just as disgusting.
It was way worse.
And Kenzie, I'm saying you're not gonna. I'm gonna be clear. I'm not for taking people's recognitions. Gil Brandt is a Hall of Fame legend, so I'm not. They're not. I don't think taking this gold jacket is gonna solve it. All you need to do is just take him off serious. Take him off serious. Take him off Sirius XM and just go from there.
Yeah, I don't think it's because that has nothing to do with his gold jacket at all. Like I understand. Where people are upset about the stuff that some of these dudes have said because they have been insensitive comments. But at the end of all this, I don't deem it as something that's being canceled because it was just in one case it was just very, very bad. It was something that could have been both of them could have been avoided, but the other one was way worse than Schefter's. Because what Schefter said, the horrible whatever he said.
Struggles.
The struggle. That's what he said. The struggling quarterback thing like that. You really didn't. That was unnecessary. So that's something that it was unnecessary for you to say about him, especially at that time. But the other stuff that was said was just out of line.
Yeah.
And
just all the way out of line. I'm sorry.
And again, I'm gonna say that for Mark for calling out names because y'all don't want to miss that because I know my bro's gonna just ether this. And like I said, I love my senior citizens, but this one,
no, he just got shut. Oh,
he almost turned. Yeah, I'll let y'all. Yeah, that almost went no rules. Almost went no rules right now. Area 51 just obviously.
B Fan, what up, dog?
B Fan, good. So see ya. Well, he's in the Hall of Fame as a contributor, Kenzie, because obviously, we all know what it is. He's in the Hall of Fame as a contributor.
What up, B?
Not obviously for his time as a scout, so that's why he's in there. So, and he just went in a few years ago.
Who?
Gil Brandt. He just went to Hall of Fame a few years ago, so that's why he's in the HOF. But again,
they can close that door to the hall, right?
Well, nah, they're not going. I don't think they'll talk. I mean, certain other people have done other things. They're not going. They ain't removed him. Montrell's asking Brooklyn got to be a dark horse. I don't think you're a dark horse when you have Cam Newton. I mean, Kevin Durant. That's segue to the next. That's segue to the next topic. By the way,
I'm about to say Cam Newton play for Brooklyn now. They signed everybody.
Well, that's gonna be a segue to the next topic.
I don't think people gonna like me after this one. Go ahead, John.
About the Cam Newton.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's go here. So Cam Newton, he was was it the podcast was it $1 million?
That $1 million worth of game.
$1 million of the game.
He was on $1 million worth of game podcast.
Shout out to Gilly and Wallow.
Yeah, so shout out to Gilly, shout out to Wallow. And he made some real comments about about women, and in regards to how he He complained about women who can't cook and don't know when to be quiet. This isn't the first time one Cameron Newton has put his foot in his mouth when it comes to women, and it comes to women. You recall back when about 5 years ago, he got in hot water while he was in his first stint with Carolina, when a reporter for the Charlotte Observer named Jordan Rodriguez asked him a question about some receiver routes, and then he said, "It's just nice to see a woman talking about routes." And I was like, "Oh, this dude just really did not just do that on live."
Well,
and I get what he was saying, but it was like, dude, you got to read the room, man. She ain't the first woman to ask you about routes or anything on the field. Come on, man.
I mean, look, here's my thing. It's just like it was kind of like, you remember with Chris Collinsworth when he got when they tried to slam him for the statement he said about the women of Pittsburgh knowing football.
Yep.
I kind of see it as the same thing, but Cam Newton, I heard exactly the way he said it, and he didn't say it the same way Chris Collinsworth said it.
Yeah, he sure did.
But didn't Cam Newton say it's refreshing to hear a woman ask about routes?
Yeah.
There's nothing wrong with that statement.
But in this culture,
you can't say nothing about women.
Can't.
Well, he said something on midnight with the game.
Kinsey said, did he say some off the wall stuff about Brittany Renner too?
No, he didn't. It was somebody else who said it. It wasn't him. Actually, him and Brittany Renner did a show together.
They did?
Mm-hmm.
Are you kidding me?
Mm-hmm. Of course, a lot of women are upset by it.
Are you sure?
I mean, I haven't heard any. I only seen one person I thought was it, but that was the first take.
I've seen a lot of women say he's right.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
I really wish I hope we got some of my lady listeners that want to get y'all thoughts on the Cam Newton view in the message board, but I look at it from this point of view.
You have a daughter, so I want to.
Yeah, he has daughters too. He got to be careful. We're in a new day and age, and female empowerment is huge. And you can't just come out and say stuff like that, like we're still in the Stone Age and dealing with, like we're in the Flintstones, and this is Wilma and Betty. So these women they got their own now. And let me tell you, gotta be careful. Cam's gotta be careful. And I don't believe what Molly was saying about some teams might be turned off and not sign them. I'm like, that's BS. As Brooklyn is up 5 right now with 9.3.
I have something to say about this.
Go ahead.
I don't think that what he said wasn't as bad as people trying to make it seem.
Right.
But the thing is that he was talking about his own personal preference.
You can't have a preference one.
I mean that. I mean, apparently in today's age, you gotta like all of them, and if you're not, then something's wrong with you. But hey, that's for a different show. And I hope that joke will go over y'all head.
I have a good one. This might come up on No Rules tomorrow. You just never know. Segue tomorrow, 6. Mark and Ill Will, getting ready. Nick was in the VIP lounge.
I'll be in the VIP lounge tomorrow too.
So that was a couple off the field NFL topics I'm talking about. Another story. What you got to say about it, Mark? I don't. It's not. I gotta tell you, this is not going to. This topic's not going to go away within the next 24 hours. So y'all make sure.
This topic's going to last for a while.
Yeah,
it's going to go until next week.
Hear what Mark got to say today, and hear what Mark got to say tomorrow on No Rules. Believe that. And Kyrie got 32 points.
Only missing 3 shots.
And I also want to. I remember a Jay-Z bar that said, "Do you listen to music or do you just skim through it?" I think that's really applicable here. When you listen to what he said, he didn't say all women like that. He was just talking about the ones who consider themselves bad,
bad women.
Yeah, well, okay, because he's separated,
right?
He said there's a difference between women and
we can't say what he said.
Yeah, but
I said he said bad women.
Yeah, well, yeah, and he said it's a difference.
bad dog.
Bad Dogs.
Yeah, there we go.
You know what I'm saying? It's a difference. So, yeah, that's all I can say on sports for you. Shout out to Cam.
By the way, the Brooklyn Nets have officially clinched the 7th seed.
I mean, they did before the game started.
They'll face the Boston Celtics in round 1.
Bye-bye, Celtics.
Are you sure about that? I
Yeah.
mean, everyone's on the Celtic bandwagon. I don't know why. I mean, it's the Celtics, but
I got Brooklyn at 5.
Oh, and he didn't say nothing about Brittany Renner. There was somebody else who, when he said, I was just read the tweet earlier. He was like, man, Cam just said, what he prefers. He was like, man, he was praising the Aisha Currys and the Savannah James, and he said he don't want nobody like a Brittany Renner. So that's where Brittany Renner name came in at.
that's his preference.
And I'm pretty sure that segued right into what he had said.
Mm-hmm.
So once again,
do you fools listen to music or do you just skim through it?
Obviously, they'll always cut.
shout out to Jay.
By the way, who was courtside in Brooklyn tonight?
Hello, Brooklyn. How you doing? Well, Kyrie had double-digit assists.
Heck, he did it all tonight.
Hmm.
He did it all tonight on the court.
Are you kidding me?
Another topic was talking baseball. We're going to talk baseball in a little bit, but I want to obviously a serious topic because obviously it's a very ceremonial week this week. Friday in Major League Baseball, April 15th, as it is every baseball season, is Jackie Robinson Day. And it will be the 75th anniversary of Jackie Robinson breaking the color barrier in Major League Baseball.
Say it again, John.
75th.
Just 75 years.
70,
Remember that, everybody. For all the people that want people to forget about certain stuff, it happened 75 years. That's
75.
within some of our grandparents, and according to what age you are, parents, lifespan.
75 years ago was when Jackie Robinson broke the color barrier in baseball. And this obviously every year the MLB, the entire league, they wear the number 42 in his honor. But this year they're gonna do something different with it. Every team is gonna wear Dodger blue this year.
What?
Huh?
Every team is gonna wear Dodger blue. Gonna wear Dodger blue this year in honor of Jackie, with the 42 in honor of Jackie Robinson.
Are you kidding me?
No, I'm not kidding you, ladies and gentlemen. This is real.
Look,
They just want to do something.
that,
I mean, like give headphones to your players as a peace offering.
wait.
Huh?
Wait.
I'll get into that in the baseball talk, but just stick on Jackie Robinson.
Area 51.
I guess not.
I hate baseball.
I guarantee you they were skull candies.
Wow. Ouch.
Are you kidding me?
Patreon.com/ Townhouse Media. All right. So, but this is interesting. I love them always wearing 42 in honor of Jackie Robinson.
Yeah,
The Dodger blue thing,
I'm not cool with that at all.
the Dodger blue's meant for the Dodgers. And by the way, MLB also dropped the ball because they have this new TV contract now where they're involved with Apple TV Plus and Peacock now. To have more MLB available on streaming platforms. But here's the thing.
Mm-hmm.
They're gonna have they're gonna have the Dodgers game on Jackie Robinson Day on Apple TV Plus. Yeah.
Are you kidding me?
On Apple, so you're gonna have the team where Jackie Robinson played his entire career. game on a streaming platform.
Yeah, that's ridiculous. That's ridiculous. I cannot believe that.
I believe it. That's what MLB does. They're just because that's what MLB does.
MLB.
So, but I just want to say, think about the importance of Jackie Robinson, what he's done for Major League Baseball. Obviously, we still got a long ways to go to more diversity in MLB, but but it's just shout out to Bear.
Shout out to Bear, the Sports for You mascot.
Yes, yeah, he's just been put on timeout. 75 years, how we still, and we still seem like we haven't really made the ground we should with diversity in MLB.
Yeah,
obviously, we've had great black baseball players, but there still hasn't been that groundswell of in the inner city. And what is it? I mean, what can baseball do, or is this just a lost cause?
Bring back steroids.
Ouch.
Yeah.
Shout out to Johnny Bauer saying, love this pod. Shout out. Obviously. Ben, subscribe. Townhouse Media on YouTube.
Yeah, bring back steroids is one.
Put Barry Bonds in the Hall of Fame.
That's never gonna happen.
By the way, speaking of baseball, I guess everyone's trying to get a little piece of what the Mannings did with the Manning cast for Monday Night Football.
I'm gonna say everyone want a piece of the Mannings.
No, I ain't going that far.
Speaking of the Mannings, Georgia, we'll get the
Tennessee. Go get Arch. By the way, I heard
Alabama's after him as well.
Of course they would. No,
They
it said.
Oh man. Oh,
I just really thought of what I just said. Forgive me, folks. Area 51.
Yo, John is wild.
I didn't do that.
But yeah. But obviously they got to find some way to get the kids going. Obviously they did the RBI baseball program, reliving baseball in the inner city, all the dream fields in the hood. So,
I think what the problem is a lot of people wouldn't even, like I said on the show before, best player in baseball is either Mike Trout, Mookie Betts. If you walk down the street, you won't know who they are.
Yeah.
And this is not like football where you're wearing a helmet and it's covering your face. This is a sport where
everybody sees you.
Yeah, I don't think baseball does enough. And it might not be just be baseball fault. Might not be baseball fault, but baseball don't get enough marketing.
They don't market their stars, man.
Yeah, I think that's what the problem is.
I think it's because baseball's biggest stars right now, like they're not like people that's like, all right, prime example, Mike Trout and Mookie Betts. They're popular because of the city they play in.
Right.
And the thing is, their personality wise, they're not like a Derek Jeter, an A-Rod, or somebody like that.
But if we can market Peyton Manning, you can market Mike Trout.
Because Peyton Manning was funny.
But we don't know if Mike Trout is. That's the thing, is baseball don't, again, might not be baseball fault, but baseball players aren't marketed. So as a young kid coming up, I can't see a baseball player and be like, oh, I want to be like.
Yeah, you're right.
You know what I'm saying?
And they don't have like stuff that's like behind the scenes stuff like how football does. Like we all knew Peyton was funny when he played because when they show like the mic'd up, so you hear Peyton talking crazy. You're like, man, this dude is he a fool.
No, he's different.
Exactly. So I cover the comments where Montreal said, I think most of you is that most black kids start off with a football or basketball, kind of like what Mark was just saying. And Kenzie said they treat their players like robots. They don't have the gift of gab.
And see, I only want to say they start with football and basketball. Every kid I know played baseball when they was younger.
Everybody. Yeah.
You played baseball, you played t-ball. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
I just think that baseball don't do enough to keep the players interested. Like
Right.
we can turn on TV at any time and see a LeBron or see a Kyrie or see it don't even have to be the biggest name stars. We can see them though.
That's right.
We don't see that in baseball unless you watching a baseball game. You watching a Dodger game, you won't see a Mookie Betts on TV. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but and that goes back to what I said. If you're not one of the like you're not on the Dodgers or like the Yankees or like one of those big teams,
that's baseball fault then.
Yeah,
that's baseball. We know Yankees and Dodgers might be they're the biggest organizations in baseball, right?
Yeah, 100% agree. There's no doubt.
So you might need to spend as much marketing on them. Go market somebody like the Baltimore Orioles or the Texas Rangers. You know what I'm saying? Somebody like that where it's like it's not that big of a market, but we can get some of the good players, bring them out, bring them in the community. You know what I'm saying? Make them accessible. These baseball players, they might be accessible. We don't know who they are. We might be going to dinner and be sitting right across from a Dodger player and don't know who they are.
I 100% agree.
I agree too.
Because there's many times where players are probably walking right across LA Live and they didn't even know, man, that they're talking that they're MLB player.
I remember when I worked over there at the pizza spot that used to be next to Tom's Urban.
Yeah,
I think it was what was it called? Basil Pizza.
I know exactly what you're talking about.
When I used to work over there, one time it was a boxer that was walking up over there, and I'm like, man, who is this dude or whatever? Because I'm seeing like everybody's a crowd. The people who know him, they're all crowding. I'm like, who is this dude? Like everybody crowding around, and they're like, oh, he's the guy that just finished that was just boxing earlier.
Mm-hmm.
You're like, I'm like, huh?
Mm-hmm.
So it could be something, and that's just with a boxer. So imagine that it was a baseball who, in all actuality, is a less popular sport than boxing.
Mm-hmm. Kenzie says it's like y'all three. If you three were the best, players in baseball, it's a whole different story. Like us, because we have personality. We we promote ourselves, but baseball don't promote their players. As Anthony Edwards just made his first postseason basket. Many more to come after that. And obviously, look, it's only 8% of the 8% of MLB is black. I'm not talking black as far as African American. Not obviously we know the color because obviously a heavy Latino population, where it's Dominican, Puerto Rican, Cuban.
Yeah, they taking over baseball.
I
love it.
But as far as with blacks, it's only 8%. And obviously me being a Dodgers fan, it's like crazy because my team was a team that broke the color barrier. Like Mo said, baseball players are a snore. But Kenzie said it's gonna be the Pat Bev revenge game. Man,
he started off with a shoulder bump on the Morris Twin.
Yeah, he trying to get it started already.
He got a technical in the final. I think only Pat Beverly we get called for a technical in game 82, but that's still.
Luka did too.
And by the way, we got to talk about that because now
travel.
That's not good news for Dallas.
But no, they rescinded it.
Well, I'm not talking about the technical. I'm talking about the.
Okay.
Yeah, the injury.
But the baseball. Yeah, and honestly, I was watching the. I got the Fire Sticks. I can watch all the games.
Right.
I was watching the Braves game when we was playing against Cincinnati, and during the game they was interviewing Joey Votto.
Wow.
And I think that's dope. Because now it seemed like at least that broadcast was trying to make it seem like get the fans more interested because actually while he was playing defense, out there at first base, Albies was on first. He was talking to him. You see the interaction. Like I think that's dope. I think that should happen more often. I don't know how many players are willing to do it while they're playing though. You know what I'm saying? But it's just dope that Votto did it, and he was cracking jokes. That's what I'm saying though. Some of these players actually have personality. We just don't get a chance to see it,
and they don't capitalize off of it. Guys and obviously, and a lot of the Latin players get scolded for having a little, having swag because they know they do the bat flip. They're hype, they're energetic, they're passionate.
Do it.
I mean, it's entertainment also. You got to remember that.
And how entertaining Yasiel Puig was.
Dude, you ain't gotta tell me. I lived it.
I love Puig.
My God, it's crazy. It's sad he's not in the league right now, but
everything it was dope, man. It was like a breath of fresh air.
My God, when the Dodgers called up Yasiel Puig, it was just like a changing of the guard. It was like, this dude's gonna be the one who tries to buck the system. Now he didn't pan out like people thought as far as his talent, but as far as his time, with the Dodgers and obviously, just everything, his personality, his swagger, and
Oh,
all
we're in
that.
trouble. He scored 7 straight points.
Oh, this dude's ready for the moment. He's ready for the big. He's ready for the big time. It was big. Pause, because he wants. He was like, man, I just got out of Cuba.
Mhm.
I'm gonna enjoy every moment of this while I can. So, and that brings me to a topic in baseball. Obviously, like Mark was talking about, marketing players, and looking at the comments. Mo says Votto is from obviously Toronto. Shout out. Like they said, Puig was all personality. I never seen them show baseball players out feeding the community or talk talk shows like you see on other sports. And obviously, I just saw that MLB, they just started up a new MLB network to start up like a new show. I haven't watched it yet, but I'm hoping, from what I grasp from it, it's more of trying to bring a younger audience in.
Well, you gotta get some younger players that is recognizable to the youth. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I don't see how they really did not capitalize off of like the hype. Like baseball from like 94 to like maybe like 2000 was very, very exciting to watch.
I blame the strike.
You know something, John? I have to agree.
I blame the strike.
It ruined the momentum because they had it.
Wait, did Reggie Jackson just guard Carl Anthony? All right,
And he missed the shot.
no, he airballed it.
Are you kidding me?
Also, the youth movement.
Yeah, dog, I think that's where it is. I remember like when I was younger, dog, I didn't know kids who didn't play baseball.
Oh,
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like
that's real.
like even me playing basketball, starting playing basketball when I was young, it was baseball too. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And, you know what I'm saying? To a certain age where I just chose where I only want to play basketball. And again, that's probably because it was more recognizable to me. And baseball probably would have been much better off for me to play.
I agree.
you got paid a lot more.
And obviously, here's the thing, though.
That's true.
Baseball is the only sport without a salary cap. And you would think,
It's difficult to get a spot in baseball, though. I will say that.
and I think that's the problem,
You
because
got to do a lot of work to get a roster spot in baseball.
Well, I always say hitting a baseball is the hardest thing to do in sports.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. Probably between that and knocking the golf ball into the hole.
Yeah.
Paul, wow.
Hey y'all, if Carl Anthony Towns don't have at least 30,
Zubac not letting him.
I don't. Zubac not even guarding him. That's the crazy part.
Get on the post. Get on the post. If I'm his coach, I'm their coach. So
He was on it. They double teaming him.
They
though.
double teaming him.
Well, that's a good strategy by Ty Lue.
Look at this. Look at this.
What you doing? What you doing?
Look at this.
Look at this. Look, travel. Look, this is what they're
Clown.
doing.
Clown.
They're putting 6'8" Batum on him, and Batum has like a 7-foot wingspan. So once you get past him, you got to go through that wall, then go to Zubac, who's 7 foot himself with like a 7'4" wingspan. Good luck.
Kenzie asked, did Puig have the Tebow effect? No, because he actually can play.
Yeah, he was a better player than Tebow was.
No, because he can actually play.
Wait.
No, Puig can play.
Let me tell you something. Tim Tebow was a football player, not a quarterback.
Right.
Yeah.
I'll leave because he's a hell of a football player, but quarterback, oh no, not gonna work. He made that.
Kenzie said Cat gonna have to have 35 and 15 for them to win.
Well,
Now.
He might score 40 for them to win.
He's not getting that either. I was surprised if we get to 20 the way he playing.
He ain't scored yet either.
The winner of this game will have the 7th seed, and they would face the Memphis Grizzlies in the first round.
Wait. Grizzlies got the second.
Yes, they
Yeah.
did.
They only lost like 4 or 5 games while John Morant was hurt.
Man, shout out to Memphis.
Listen to that, man. They lost 4 or 5 games when their best player was hurt.
Yep.
Shout out to Memphis.
Taylor Jenkins, good coach, man. That's why we're gonna get into the coaching year stuff in a little bit later. But man,
We already know about Coach.
but since we are talking about personality with baseball, Mark, I'd be remiss not to bring up the situation with your Braves. There was a report before the opening day that apparently there was a little, kind of, I wouldn't say beef, but there was issues with Ronald Acuna Jr. and obviously longtime Brave, and now with my Dodgers, Freddie Freeman.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I saw where they were saying that Freeman basically kind of was very, I want to say, authoritarian towards Acuna. But Acuna, he talked to Marlon Rivera from ESPN on Sunday, and he said the media took that and ran with it. There was really obviously if I was to see him, we'll talk. We'll talk, we'll hug, and it'll be all good. But
Not to cut you off, John.
Yeah.
This dude being in commercials is a prime example of the way the NBA markets their players compared to MLB. He's not even a star.
And
or all-star. He's not even an all-star.
By the way, he's talking about Boban.
Yeah, for everybody who can't say talking about Boban.
Boban is not even a starter.
He was in John Wick.
And guess what? People in the NBA, they love him. They love this dude.
He was in John Wick 2, basically trying to kill Keanu Reeves.
As a backup center. But one of the stars in baseball can walk right past. I don't know who he is.
It's crazy. Some people wouldn't even know who Mike Trout or Mookie Betts are.
That's what I just said.
I'm gonna be honest with you. Mike Trout might be able to blend into a crowd with me if I were to see him.
But Mark, what did you make of the whole situation is with Acuna and Freddie Freeman? I thought it was much ado about nothing, and that's the way Acuna was pretty much saying it.
Yeah. When I text you guys, I was watching the Braves game, like I said, on their telecast. They were saying that Ronald Acuna felt like Freddie Freeman was treating him different from everybody else. But it really wasn't like a beef, like we beefing with each other. I don't like him, he don't like me. He just said he felt like
he just felt like somebody else had a little bit more love than I did. Not to say I didn't get none.
Yeah, he just said he felt like he treated him different.
Exactly. And
it really wasn't no beef like that. You know what I'm saying?
It could have been just time to move on.
Yeah, and you can't trade Ronald Acuna.
No.
I dare the Rays be that stupid.
Yeah.
Well, I didn't sign Freddie Freeman.
Well,
Are you kidding me?
I am about that. I just really you don't let your legends walk out the door.
Nope.
Shout out to Dolly. Shout out to Dolly in the house. Oh, well, wait a minute. Dolly doing double duty right now.
He's what?
He's watching us. Is he watching this from courtside?
Oh man, John. I thought you were saying something crazy. What in the world is wrong with our face? All right, back to the show.
Shout out to Dolly, Too Much Game Podcast. Everybody go check it out.
Yeah,
my guy be dropping gems on there, man.
Is that nice hat, Mark?
Oh, Dolly brand 7 Saturdays. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, so make sure y'all follow our boy Dolomite on Twitter and on Instagram. Too Much Game on Twitter and on Instagram, YouTube, all that. The umbrella is in the building. Yeah, like you said, I thought it was much ado about nothing, but I'm glad they Acuna took care of the whole situation, and now they can move on. Let's go on and get to some more sports. As obviously, there's gonna be a heavy NBA talk today.
So you want NFL first and then NBA last?
I want to get to a couple other things before we get into NBA. Oh, series on the NBA, but I think we just got to make a separate discussion about this whole situation from the regular NBA talk, and that's the whole firing of Frank Vogel. Here's my thing. As y'all know, as a resident Lakers fan, Kenzie's put, do we listen to the Auto Smoke podcast with Dame Dash? He mentioned that him and Ray Lewis were about to buy the Raiders before they moved to Vegas.
Who?
Dame and Dash said they.
No, they weren't.
There's no way.
They weren't.
No, there's no way.
No, they weren't. They wanted to. They weren't. No, there's no way the Raiders leave the last name Davis. It wouldn't even sound right.
I thought you said Dame Lillard at first. That's why I was like, wait, what?
I'm just sorry. I just think this story's full of crap. I mean, there's no way in heck. I mean,
why would Mark Davis
sell the Raiders when they're moving to?
Not even just that. I understand, like, the Raiders were bad with finances and everything, but when you have a team that's iconic like that, all you got to do is just win. Just win some games. Just go to the playoffs. All the Raiders have to do is go to the playoffs. You can't build a brand off a team that's losing. It's impossible. You gotta have something, the breath of fresh air. That's why they had to move to Vegas.
He said that he claims Jerry Jones shut it down.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure Jerry Jones did.
Because basically Jerry Jones knew y'all didn't have the collateral to keep this thing afloat.
Not even just that. Jerry Jones was very good friends with Al Davis, and I'm pretty sure, he wanted to see the Davises stay with the Raiders stay with the Davises.
Or he just don't want two people who look like us to have ownership.
But here's my thing. Also, where the heck did Ray Lewis and Dame Dash get this type of money from?
I'm not counting nobody's pockets.
I'm not either, but just you gotta get in front of those owners first.
I'm gonna say, don't Ray Lewis still got to pay his lawyer off?
There you go, man.
Well,
I'm just letting you don't say nothing.
That's what the lawyer told him.
Think you out, man.
Sorry, yo.
oh look, Cat got more blocks than points.
That is not going to be a success for them to win if that is the case.
Patrick Beverly been barking at Paul George.
How come Laker fans don't blame Nick Young for running off D'Angelo Russell? Anyway, go ahead.
I'm not even going to get into that. My Uncle Kev just chimed in. He said Al Davis would never sell. I'm seeing.
Time out. Mark don't even realize. I've never ever thought about that.
Well,
Like look, you want to know how stupid the Lakers management is? They let their number one overall player leave because of him getting into it with a role player.
Anyway, go ahead.
Imagine trading Jordan after he fired on Steve Kerr.
Pretty much. Oh man, the comments is on fire.
That's crazy.
Mr. Lake, you good? You crazy, man.
Hey, that was all Mark right there. That was wild. I never thought about it like that. That's crazy. I'm gonna add that one to the repertoire.
I ain't think about it either, to be honest.
Hey, that's crazy. I never thought about that.
Adrian,
that was his fault. Why don't
Adrian Talk Show says, crazy. I'm trying to, okay. Let's get the car back on the road.
Sorry.
All right.
Sorry, guys.
That was a good one, though. He had to be more people in the deal. Dame Dash and Ray Lewis ain't got billions.
Of course. They the front runners, of course.
Uncle Kev
That was
says
just the faces.
Mark Davis would never sell. Kenzie says, y'all got to listen to it if you got a couple hours to kill. That's on All the Smoke. Shout out to Matt Warren. Shout out to Jack.
I listen to All the Smoke. I always listen to.
That's not a foul?
I call it offensive foul.
And then
they should have.
Uncle Kevin said Ray might be advertising. Come on, man.
Uh-oh.
Come on, Uncle Kev.
What Uncle say?
He might be advertising Ginsu knives. He said he think Dame and Ray were just the faces.
Yeah, I think so too.
That should have been out of bounds.
Wow. I didn't even know that. But wow.
Hey, Reggie Jackson is really getting under the skin of Karl Anthony Towns already.
That's really not a good thing. But I want to get into Frank Vogel's getting fired. So the Lakers played their final game on Sunday. They beat the Nuggets. At 9:31, they get the victory. Shout out to Austin Reeves. At 9:34, the great Adrian Wojnarowski broke the news that Frank Vogel was getting fired. And now it has been a seat of controversy. Because Adrian Wojnarowski has once again shown people why
he's the man.
He is basically why ESPN gave him the contract that they just gave him.
He's the GOAT.
And Frank Vogel was asked about it post game. He was like, I haven't heard you know what. I'm going to celebrate with these young players. And I guarantee he was agitated. And I guarantee someone told it about it before he headed up to the podium.
He said that. He said he heard that while he was walking up to the podium.
Yeah, so
that's the problem I have. I don't care about who broke it. Like, salute to Woj. I think like
that's his job.
He's great.
Yeah.
And I think that what I'm talking about falls back on the Laker organization.
Oh, I agree. If anybody want to criticize the Lakers, you can criticize the Lakers. But people who are getting mad at Woj for doing his job, chill out.
Yeah, no. I'm not mad at Woj. To me, it's the Lakers organization. You can't. Even if you are planning to fire him, that was the league's worst kept secret.
Yeah, pretty much.
But that's nobody in that organization should let that out outside the building until after they talk to Frank Vogel.
Oh, they announced it. It was officially announced yesterday that Vogel was fired.
Yeah,
and I'm gonna tell you right also why they also proved it.
Fired.
Well, he's on the hot lease. He's on the hot seat.
No, he's not.
It also
No, he's not.
Oh yeah, he's not. Trust me.
Area 51.
as long as he's
He ain't Kobe's agent no more.
I was gonna say Kobe's boy.
That's the only reason why he's there. That was a tech.
Um,
Ball don't lie.
they announced it Monday that Frank Vogel was fired. What was I gonna
Oh, that's
say?
why he got the tech. These refs are annoying.
You said Kinsey think Rob has 1 year left.
Why?
Well, now he gets to hire his coach. And I said it then. They Lakers just pretty much showed you how much they felt about Frank Vogel. He was never their guy, and he treated him like it.
But see how they treated him. There's no top coach who has a job that's going to leave their job to come to the Lakers. You can't just, even if that's not your guy, you can't treat him like that. You know what I'm saying? He was a coach when y'all won a championship 2 years ago, and this is how, you know what I'm saying? We know he didn't do the best job this year. Do I think he should have got fired? Yeah, but I don't think it should have been like that. You know what I'm saying?
I agree 100%.
Yeah.
Right. And y'all know I've been the person saying he should have got fired since he got hired.
Yeah, you said she got fired today, you got hired.
Well,
Exactly.
I'm like this. I don't think he should never got fired like that.
Nah.
But people who are all in their feelings about him, about what it happened, getting mad at Woj for doing his job. I mean, calm down, dude. This happens in the NFL every year.
And that don't make that right neither.
But it's just part of it. This is part of life because obviously you got dudes breaking stories.
Hey.
Schefter, Ian Rappaport, all these NFL insiders.
Mm-hmm.
And if the Lakers did not want this to happen,
They shouldn't have said nothing. That's what I'm not mad
Period.
at. That's what I'm not mad at Woj. It's the Lakers that I feel like dropped the ball on this one.
so I don't want to hear that this was a black eye on the Lakers. It was a bad look. The Lakers have had a black eye for the last 9 years.
That black eye got healed up when LeBron came.
He got a Band-Aid on it.
Yeah. And when y'all won a championship, yeah.
Yeah, everybody loved Frank Vogel. Everybody loved Rob Pelinka.
And I think that's the only reason why people were coming to Vogel's defense. Because I think if Shams would have broke this story, Chris Haynes, or been a coach you don't like, this would not be a big deal.
I don't think the Lakers should. I don't think he should have been a Lakers coach anyway. But that's a whole other story.
Well, it shouldn't have been. It wasn't for Linda Rambis.
I don't think that couple should be there neither. But I'm not a Laker fan. I stay out of Laker business.
Well, I am, and I'm not going to stay out of Laker business. Let's go ahead and start about this.
John might get all up in their business.
Who, Kirk?
Don't get me started on that dude, man. Get out of here with the Rambi right now.
What?
I just want to say that before we get into the more on the NBA side. But I think people need to really chill getting mad because Adrian Wojnarowski did his job. Calling him, say cancel Woj, cancel.
I agree, Kenzie.
Say yeah, he should have got the Lane Kiffin.
I said on the show last week they shouldn't let him fly back to Denver, but they should have told him.
Yeah, and honestly, Rob should have been there. But I'll leave that alone, though. I'm leave that alone.
LeBron received the text first. Probably so.
Well, according to reports, they were texting during the game.
Who's seen that?
That's what, well, be careful who y'all read.
I just want to know who's seen that.
I want to know who's seen it too, but I never heard of it.
See, this is the only thing I don't like. In this day and age, just cameras everywhere.
Yeah.
If LeBron, Anthony Davis, and Russell Westbrook would have been texting on the bench, it would have been a video of it somewhere.
Heck yeah. Not leave that alone. 30 years ago, gentlemen, a classic movie was made. 30 years ago, I think yesterday, and that was White Man Can't Jump.
Hilarious, underrated movie, in my opinion. It doesn't
go Rosie Perez
all the way.
I just recently I watched, by the way, and I recommend go on Hulu. They did a 30-year anniversary special on it. It's about half an hour, about 30 minutes. It was pretty quick. But you had the director, Ron Shelton, Wesley Snipes, Woody Harrelson. They sat down, discussed the movie. Also, hit the camera, Mark.
Go ahead.
And what they did was, obviously, they met at a specific area, I think near Venice. Obviously, to talk about, talk about the movie. Here we go. No, wait, we'll get into that in a minute, Uncle Kev. I'll answer that question. But they had Kadeem Hardison there. They actually went by some of the sites of some of the, obviously, Venice Beach, out here in Watts on 103rd. They said that area, the scene, the infamous scene, where Woody Harrelson hits the hook shot, so Rosie Perez could go on Jeopardy. That was real. He actually did that in one take.
Did they have Jack Harlow there?
No, and he shouldn't be. Don't ruin the classic, but I'll digress.
And who will be Wesley? Michael B. Jordan?
I haven't even heard who's going to be Wesley. I don't know. But it was a good. They talked to Rosie Perez, Marcus Johnson. By the way,
she's just great.
By the way, found out a fact. That character was supposed to be for a white lady.
She had a crush on me too. Huh?
Are you kidding me?
The part of Gloria was really designed to be a white lady. Was supposed to be supposed to be a white woman.
I'm sorry, but it would not have been the same if somebody
said something on air.
Yeah, you did. If somebody white would have played that, because the attitude that Rosie Perez brought and the other stuff was just absolutely
can we go to Area 51?
Incredible.
Go ahead.
Hold on.
Yep.
So they said she didn't audition the first day because she said she had a bad hair day. And she went back 3 days later and got the part anyway. That's G.
Yeah, she dope.
Shout out to her.
That's still to this day, 30 years later, still one of her greatest experience working on a film.
That was one of my greatest experiences too.
Yeah, it's like kids said, yeah, I seen that. I posted that in our group chat.
What?
Marlon Wayans was supposed to be the original Robin before Chris O'Donnell.
And he get paid for it. Shout out to Marlon.
By the way, shout out to Marlon he was on Bel Air.
I disagree with y'all take, but go ahead when y'all say it ended right. That's
Bass said that.
I disagree with
that.
Hey
man, I haven't watched the show yet. Leave it alone.
Oh, my bad.
It's dope.
Episode 10 available of Bel Air. 0 for 4, Carl Anthony Towns.
They said season 2 go start for Will slapping somebody.
By the way, we gotta talk about that show off air. That show, man, dope.
Yeah, that show's dope.
Dope. But yeah, it was one of the best movies. Obviously, street ball movie. Obviously, they had people coming in teaching them how to play ball. Obviously, Wesley couldn't play. And they talk about the scene, the infamous scene, obviously, when him and Woody Harrelson are going best out of 5. They made it, boom, 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 boom. Because obviously they would have just did it. They would have been there all day. They had the way they edited it. They had to edit it for it to go that way, where it's just like they're going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. And Kadeem Hardison said, when he got offered the role of Junior, he had like 3 lines. He was like, man, they was like, look, man, this ain't like you ain't playing on Broadway. This is, you're doing them. It's a street ball movie. Mm-hmm. And they said, and he went back. He was like, look, we'll find parts for you to ad lib and everything. He was like, that's all I needed. And he said he talked to Clive friends in New York, the late great Biz Marquis, and they helped him find a lot of Yo Mama jokes he had in that opening scene. Rest in peace. And he just took it and ran with it. By the way, he said the whole going to Sizzler part, he stole that from Eddie Murphy.
Nobody beats the bid. Oh, go ahead.
That, yeah. That was the inspiration behind it. We going this is. He got that from Eddie Murphy. So he said, I hope Eddie Murphy don't get mad. So I'm saying, Ken said, we're not going to side pass Do the Right Thing not being Rosie's best movie. Yeah, but she was annoying as Pookie's girlfriend. Listen to the woman. A.E. the King and Duck. The whole dunk contest scene. The whole dunk scene when Billy loses his money. Everything. I don't think no woman could play that other role besides Rosie Perez.
Yeah, that's the only woman I want to see play that role.
Shout out to Brooklyn.
Yeah, she had a perfect resume. You know what I'm talking about?
No way I said Rosie Perez, huge fight game fan. Talk boxing with her all day.
Yeah.
And they said that part with in the Jeopardy scene when she got the points from the judges. Pause. She flubbed the line, and that's why Alex Trebek was like, "I need to get a ruling from the judges," and they just rolled with it. It fit perfectly. But yeah, shout out to White Man Can't Jump 30-year anniversary.
Shout out to Rosie Perez.
Shout out to Rosie Perez. Shout out to Wesley Snipes, Woody Harrelson, the great Marcus Johnson, Ron Shelton, the director. They had the guy who actually picked the locations on scene. He was part of the. If you want to watch it, it's on Hulu right now. So go watch it. It's on ESPN Plus on Hulu. If y'all want to see the 30-year anniversary special that SportsCenter did about White Man Can't Jump, it's a good treat for you. Let's talk a little NFL. We're gonna get heavy into the association. If they do a remake, they should make. I don't know, Kidsy.
Like who?
That Zoe Kravitz should play Gloria.
It should be Cardi B.
Yes.
You know what?
Exactly.
You know what? That's a good idea. Because obviously she's from New York.
She got the attitude.
I was say she can match the attitude and everything that needs to be done for it. That'll be pretty dope. She has that, like, everything is perfect for her to be the new age Rosie Perez in that wonderful movie. Lord have mercy.
But she got to do everything Rosie Perez did.
Times 10.
Well, I don't think I don't think she would have that issue. I don't think Cardi would have that issue.
I ain't got that issue either.
Here y'all go.
I'm all for it.
All right, so gentlemen, the Washington Commanders are back at it again. Once again, this team is the gift that keeps on giving. So it's being reported that the Washington Commanders failed to refund security deposits and conceal revenue and kept two sets of financial books, according to the United States House Oversight and Reform Committee, alleged in a letter sent to the Federal Trade Commission. In the 20-page letter, detailed what the committee says are multi-year processes of altering records to hide revenue that led to more profits for the organization. The allegation of financial improprieties were made by the former longtime executive Jason Friedman, who on March 14th met with members of the committee as part of an investigation to the team's workplace culture. He alleged that the team might have retained as much as $5 million in deposits for more than 2,000 customers.
Are you kidding me?
Again, why does Daniel Snyder still on this team?
He must have videos on somebody. But for all the people that didn't understand what John just said,
he's scheming money.
They're basically extorting.
And yet,
probably got a whole bunch of these loans or something. The rich folks for sure figure they talk about everybody else getting these PPP loans and everything. The rich folks was the ones that was getting the $2.5 million, $3 million, 10, 20, 50 million for their companies.
Facts.
That ain't made $2 million in like 5 years.
Facts.
Yeah.
Boy, this team just don't stop. They don't stop, huh?
Nope.
They don't stop. Oh, let's do I want to do our mock draft. We're 2 weeks away from the NFL draft. Yeah, so it was a layman term. So Uncle Kevin said, if you see the response to Tyra telling her she needed to cover up more, you will see she's wow. He's talking about if they had about White Man Can't Jump. Shout out Uncle Kev. Yeah. Sorry for the boringness, Kenzie, but yeah, basically they're storing money. So that I just had to read what the way the story said it because I couldn't explain it. So Jordan Reed, we got a brother breaking down the draft for ESPN now. Shout out. He hit his 7-round mock draft. So I'm gonna give y'all what his top 10 look like right now. And obviously, don't forget, in 2 weeks, we're gonna do our mock draft. 2 weeks from today, the Sports for You mock draft special. Me, Mark, Nick, we're gonna recap all the mock drafts. We're gonna do our own mock draft and basically predict who we think goes in round 1. So make sure y'all tune in to that. Let's start with the Jacksonville Jaguars. He has them taking Aiden Hutchinson at 1. Yeah, she definitely can play the part. Whoa.
What happened?
What happened?
This mock draft.
Uh-oh.
We already got a bold predict. Well, remember, mock drafts are in exact science. But Jordan Reed of ESPN has Malik Willis going number 2 to the Detroit Lions.
Are you kidding
The
me?
quarterback from Liberty.
You talking about the guy that lost to the Army?
Yeah. By the way, the Lions are the team that's going to be on Hard Knocks this year.
The Lions are trading that pick.
At number 3, he has the Texans taking Evan Neal. By the way, Clippers up 3 right now in the second quarter in the play-in tournament. He has them taking Evan Neal, Texas taking Evan Neal, the offensive tackle from Alabama at 3.
Mm-hmm.
At 4, he has the Jets taking Oregon defensive end Kayvon Thibodeau. At 5, he has the Giants taking NC offensive tackle Ikuma Ekwonu. At number 6, we got our second quarterback off the board.
Kenny Pickett?
That's right. Going to the Carolina Panthers.
He should be the first quarterback, y'all. I'm sorry. I don't care what nobody says. Kenny Pickett's the best quarterback in this draft.
At number 7, Mark, he has your boy Trayvon Walker from Georgia going to the Giants. At 8, the Falcons taking Notre Dame safety Kyle Hamilton. At number 9, the Seahawks with the pick they got from the Denver Broncos for the Russell Wilson Drake. Taking Sauce Gardner.
Not Sauce Gardner.
Going to the Seahawks at number 9.
That's such a dope football name.
At 10, he has the Jets taking Ohio State wide receiver Garrett Wilson.
Are you kidding me?
By the way, Nick, at 11, he has your boy Drake London from SC going to the Commanders.
Yo, him and McLaurin be kind of crazy.
Mm-hmm.
That would be wild if they ever get a quarterback. Wait, they do. Don't? No, they don't.
They just traded for Carson
I
Wentz.
said what I said the first time. No, they don't.
Oh, I got you, man. Oh, Kev just sent us something. He sent it.
And for all y'all
Just
saying,
DM'd us something. I want to show y'all in a minute.
for all y'all that are saying that,
Mark, he has your Bills taking Andrew Booth, the cornerback from Clemson.
Yeah. What? Yeah. I've been seeing a lot of that on the Bills Mafia's page.
so he gonna be y'all new Levi.
He better than you.
He has my Broncos in the second round taking Bernard.
Bernard King?
Oh no.
Oh,
This dude's name cannot possibly be that, man.
What?
Y'all read that first name. What does that say?
Bernhard.
I mean, I can't say we got a dude named Leatherwood on our team.
Bernhard Rainman, the offensive tackle. The joke writes itself.
Man, he could have been on my football team. He'd have been clown.
Offensive tackle, Central Michigan, on to the Broncos in the second round. Well, and Nick, with y'all first pick will be in the third round.
It's an offensive lineman, isn't it?
Well, no, interior defensive lineman. My guy from Vol Nation, Matthew Butler, at number 86.
Hey, I'm not mad at that. Bro, what the heck is that over there? Oh, never mind.
That is.
Are you kidding me?
So yeah, that's the mock draft talk for today. I want to ask y'all something, and then we'll get into the NBA because I heard it this morning on First Take. Obviously, there's been a lot of talk about everything that's been going on in the AFC West. My Broncos getting Russell Wilson, Knicks Raiders getting Devontae Adams, the Chargers getting J.C. Jackson and Khalil Mack.
Everybody.
Yeah.
The Chiefs trading away Tyreek Hill and replacing him with Marquez Valdez-Scantling and
Juju.
I know one thing. If Drake London somehow falls to Kansas City, oh my Lord. Oh my goodness. Drake London?
There's no way. I can't even
Bro.
I personally don't see him getting out of the top 10, to be honest.
You never know.
But
You never know. A lot of people may not mess with that injury. You don't know.
well, we know Jameson Williams is available. Jameson Williams is going to be available.
Oh, yeah, there's no doubt about that. There's no doubt about that.
But they asked on First Take this morning, what was the best move? Who made which out of all the moves in the AFC West? What was the best move? Obviously, you ain't gotta ask me. You already know where I stand. And I know where Nick stands.
I think we made the.
So I'm gonna ask you, Mark.
You know something? I'm not gonna include our moves, but I think possibly that Khalil Mack move may be a great move for them because this might be the first time in his career he may be the second option on as a pass rusher.
For me,
if he's healthy.
If it's one particular move, I'm gonna say y'all, John, because y'all was just a quarterback away.
Mm-hmm.
But I think the overall moves, I would probably go with the Chargers. With like you said, Khalil Mack and getting J.C. Jackson.
Yo, Kenzie, chill out, man.
What do you say?
That last comment about the dude that the Broncos could be drafting.
Nah.
Come on, Kenzie.
Mute the comments.
Come on, Kenzie, man.
Mute the comments, player. That was wild.
Yo, Kenzie
is crazy.
Yeah, man. He trying to bring the Patreon to the comments.
Yeah. Hold on.
Hey, obviously, chill out with that. Bring the Patreon.com/Townhouse Media.
They call that a clear path. He didn't touch him.
Why we Clippers up 6 right now?
They just called a clear path on Reggie Jackson.
But yeah, those are the moves we're gonna talk. But we'll get more in the NFL talks. We get closer to the draft 2 weeks. Obviously, there's still a lot of names out there who still remain unsigned. Tyrann Mathieu, Jarvis Landry,
Stephon Gilmore.
By the way, rumors that the Rams could be interested now in Stephon Gilmore and Tyrann Mathieu.
Wait, who the Rams got?
Allen Robinson, and they got and Bobby Wagner.
If they get Stephon Gilmore to go on the other side of
Jalen Ramsey,
and Tyrann Mathieu.
That's what we're doing now.
So when is Aaron Donald contract supposed to be restructured?
I think that's what that's all they're waiting on.
I don't know, but I got a bold prediction.
What's your bold prediction before we get to the hoops talk?
That Aaron Donald will wear a silver and black jersey before he retires.
See, I think he's gonna be black and yellow.
I think so too. Before he retire, because he's from Pittsburgh.
I don't care.
He might still despise the Raiders growing up. Probably as a Steelers fan. But let's go and get some NBA.
He's not old enough to understand that.
There you go.
He's my age. We don't get that.
Obviously, Michael Kev brought up y'all also signing Chandler Jones.
Oh yeah, Chandler.
Oh yeah, I forgot y'all something.
Chandler Jones and Max Crosby. If we get Tyrann Mathieu, our defense is going to be ridiculous. I'm sorry.
I'm very shocked that he's still unsigned.
I think he's unsigned by choice.
Yeah, I don't agree. I don't think it's like a team.
Nah, I think because like they said, the Raiders most definitely were going all in on the deal, try to get him up over there. But I think he's trying to wait until after the draft.
Oh, it's definitely not like a team because obviously he met with the Eagles and met with the Saints.
He's met with pretty much every team that need a safety. And now he going to LA, who got an instant checkbook. They probably paying people under the table.
We'll see.
Duh.
But let's go back to the NBA.
LeBron probably paying some of them.
Never know.
Ain't Odell still a free agent?
Yeah, he's unsigned still.
He be with the Rams.
He ain't going nowhere. So I want to get back to this Lakers issues.
Odell. Robinson.
So let's talk Lakers. Drop that NBA on NBC. We're gonna talk, and we're gonna preview the playoffs. We're gonna talk NBA award predictions. No winning time spoilers tonight. The fellas don't want to be the spoiler, but I tell you, I go watch episode 6 of Winning Time. Is on HBO Max right now.
I'm gonna watch it tonight when I'm at work.
It's a good episode.
Shout out to the Angels beating the Marlins.
Dodgers right now tied with the Twins, and then the Dodger fans on the road. Are booing the heck out of Carlos Correa. So let me get into this Laker drama because I want to bring and Kenzie, you help me out. I'm gonna start this whole the season was a disaster, and I'll break it down in many levels. So now we don't have a new coach. We don't have a coach, and there's already talk about who could be the next coach. Slow down. We've heard names like Nick Nurse, we've heard Quinn Snyder, we've heard Doc Rivers, Now you're hearing Juwan Howard. You're hearing Mark Jackson could possibly be a candidate. And they say LeBron, the Athletics said LeBron would be enthused if he was a candidate. So the new odds are out for who could be the next coach of the Lakers, according to our friends over in Vegas. Shout out to Caesar Sportsbook. Magic's agent was cold-hearted. You mean his girl's dad? That wasn't his agent. That was his girl, that old girl dad, man. She was just trying to be his agent. We'll get into that. Mark Jackson right now is the favorite to be the Lakers head coach at plus 200. Then it's Nick Nurse,
Why?
former Clutch guy. Nick Nurse at plus 350. David Fisdale and Doc Rivers have the same odds at plus 700. You got Mike Brown at plus 750. Yikes. Juwan Howard, Quinn Snyder, Sam Cassell at plus 1,000. Kenny Atkinson, Steve Clifford, and Terry Stotts at plus 1,200. And here are the long shots. Pause.
A couple of them were.
John Calipari at plus 3,300.
No way in hell.
On with Stan Van Gundy.
No way.
Becky Hammond and Jay Wright at plus 5,000.
What about Coach K?
I'm getting there. He's plus 8,000.
Wait. Time out. So they think the first female head coach is going to be coaching this type of disaster.
No.
In the front office, I wouldn't even put her in that predicament.
Only because you got a women owner, so that's probably why they put her there.
Man.
And then Phil Jackson plus 10,000.
That's not happening. LeBron still there?
Yeah.
That's not happening.
By the way, speaking of LeBron,
don't want to do with him.
LeBron a coach?
plus 15,000.
The Tree Rollins?
The Bill Russell?
Yo, can you nothing? I'm not gonna even do that. Imagine if LeBron is a coach and they win a championship.
Oh, they'll hate him.
No, they would
hate him.
They would hate LeBron fans.
Oh yeah, because they're gonna hear it. They're gonna hear it.
Oh my God, if that was to happen.
Oh yeah, they'd hear it. They'd hear it. Oh man, NBA media would hate LeBron fans.
But let's be real. Out of all those names I just named, do any of them stand out to y'all?
Not a single one.
I think Mark Jackson.
I want Mark Jackson to get a job.
Somehow he's not popular in Lakers Twitter.
I don't understand why Doc Rivers keep getting jobs. Mark Jackson.
Because Mark Jackson's blackballed.
People like Doc Rivers. They don't like Mark Jackson.
Air 51.
I had to explain that to somebody. I told that to Montreal yesterday at work.
Mm-hmm.
That's
literally the exact reason why.
He has to do. He's going to have to have a moment of humility.
Yeah, and I don't think he's going to do that, especially when considering that he's so good at the lane he's already doing. It's like, why would I go out of my way to put something I feel to the side when I can still feel that way and still have a job?
Yeah.
Why not?
Malcolm Mike said, "I think Mark Jackson is a good candidate. I think he is too. I mean, I want to see him get a shot. Somewhere. I mean, he deserves it.
Yeah,
but we'll all see. And like I said, the Laker fans, it's early. Let's not overreact to what Vegas is saying right now. Vegas is doing that because they want to get your money.
What about Anthony Davis? They have Anthony Davis as a possible coach.
No, they just went up to LeBron those plus 15,000. But
hey, what about Rondo?
I mean,
Rondo report was that if Juwan Howard took the job, Rondo would be his lead assistant.
I mean, Anthony Davis wore regular clothing as much as his coach did this past season. So
all right. John don't like that.
I didn't say street clothes.
Same difference, man.
My fault. I can't call them the original street clothes.
Fat just had to come in here and
just say.
Fat just had to come in here and just say after Lakers, son. That's what.
Shout out to Fat.
But I want to break this down piece by piece with the Lakers. And I tweeted this, gentlemen, and let me know if I'm right or wrong.
Mm-hmm.
Rob, you get a chance to hire your guy now. Don't screw it up. You wanted Jason Kidd, but you got Me Too'd by Linda Rambis.
Get her out of there.
Please get her up out of there.
You got Me Too'd by Linda Rambis, so that's why it didn't happen. Jeannie, stop listening to Linda Rambis.
Can we go to Air 51 again?
Please. Jeannie. Well, you've been in the
Cam Newton.
Cam Newton would have. You'd have been invited.
Nah, I went all the way Archie Bunker. Honeymooners.
They don't know about that, man.
Yeah, honeymooners got canceled all the way now.
Yeah. By the way, and here come Fat just all the Lakers slander now. But here's Jeannie. Don't be cheap. Don't tell nobody, and don't tell nobody who they can put on their staff. No, let them coaches hire. Let the coach hire who he want on the staff. Period. Next.
I can't believe the thing is that's so crazy about all this is that the Lakers were set up to get a good coach. They had it.
Oh, Magic hit both. Oh, Air 51.
You just can't. You just couldn't. You just had it. You just had it. You just couldn't, man.
Go ahead, John.
That's lit.
Kenzie said, last time I checked, it's not lit. Magic has no shame. He was at the game like he was nothing. Like I didn't just really bash his team on ESPN like 5 days ago.
That's because he's the king of Lakerland. He can do what he wants.
Kenzie said, last time I checked, it's not Linda's name on those checks. It's Jeannie's. Well, you sure could have fooled me.
Oh, man. I almost said something crazy again.
They sure couldn't have fooled me. But here's the deal. Linda and Kurt Rambis, stay out of basketball affairs. Please. They'll be sitting in on coaches' meetings, telling them who to start, and all that other crap. Linda, you want to be on a part of the organization? Focus on business and all the charity stuff. Kurt Rambis, you want to be on the basketball side? Just sit there and be an advisor, but you don't have a role. You're a Laker legend, 3-time champion as a player, 3-time champion as an assistant, but outside of that, you have nothing else.
Who, Kurt Rambis?
To say
he was just on the team. He was just got another guy on Showtime.
He the one that got closed on. That's all he.
Yep, that's all I remember.
Pretty much. He's not Caruso or Austin Reeves. They can actually play basketball. Whoa!
I think somebody got gas next door.
That's them.
Are you
Hot
kidding
dogs.
me?
Wow.
I guess that's the
Nigga,
that's
Josh.
that's
He's not a legend, Josh.
Who?
Kurt Rambis, but that's why he act. But they treat him like that.
Kurt Rambis.
And I say legend. I don't say it like as in icon. I'm saying in Laker lore, obviously he'll be always loved. But look, you want to be in the organization? Just go to games, shake hands, kiss babies, and go sit the F down. Here comes Fab going with the bashing the white boys now.
What's that double dribble just now?
I don't know. We missed it, so ball don't lie. Kenzie said Magic can rub his.
Huh?
Oh wow!
Whoa!
I mean, Kenzie, whoa, man!
Whoa!
Are you kidding me?
And say,
Are you kidding me?
yeah, that's pretty much true. That's pretty much true, Kenzie. You're right. Y'all see his comment?
Man, look, y'all look, Laker fans, y'all got to stop bashing y'all former legends like this, man. First Jerry West, and now Magic. Come on, man. These are dudes are like they're the staple of Lakers. Y'all can't be doing them like that, man.
By the way, Magic, you were wrong. The Lakers couldn't sign DeMar DeRozan like that. Number one, I still don't understand why is DeMar DeRozan agent calling you like you still work in the front office.
Well, because Rob Pelinka have a bad rapport with people.
I don't care. You call. I mean, you can call Rich Paul, and obviously, if you didn't want to go through Rob, you did tell DeRozan could have went to Ron and AD, and they could have went to Rob if y'all didn't want to deal with him. I'm just saying.
Marcus Smart won Defensive Player of the Year.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, they even,
Man, get that out of here.
there's no way they just announced. They haven't announced that shit. Or, well, he's gonna be a finalist for sure.
They're gonna try to figure out a way to give it to Rudy Gobert again.
No, they should go to Austin Reeves or go to Mikal Bridges. We'll get into the awards in a minute. But
oh,
fight called a foul.
shout out to Anthony Edwards, man.
He's enjoying this moment.
He one of my favorite young players to watch. I like
That's
his game.
all ball.
He hit his fingers.
Man. Thank you, Kenzie. DeMar's not going from 28 to 5 million. That's exactly what it was. And Magic out there misspeaking. Cameron. Out there misspeaking. Magic. Josh said Magic is Magic a doogler. He out there misspeaking.
Man, Magic.
Because saying, oh, we could have had DeRozan and Buddy Hield. No, that's not true. If you trade for Buddy Hield, you can't offer DeRozan. You can't get DeRozan in the sign and trade. He has to take the 5.5 that they were giving Kendrick Nunn to sit all 82 games.
Sweet Jesus.
That was not going to happen. I ain't mad. DeRozan won another bag. Go get it.
And he showed why he got the
He was an all-star this year. He's gonna be all NBA.
He gonna go to a couple more All-Star games and end up going to the Hall of Fame.
Well, I think he was going to the Hall of Fame probably regardless.
I think it made the case a little bit easier for the next couple of years. He has to have like 2 more years of what's going on right now. Like after this year, like he has to have 3 total years of this in order for like to be like, okay, yeah, he's definitely Hall of Famer before because it's always the case of, yeah, you can make a case for him, but if he has 3 years like this, oh yeah, he's definitely going. There's no doubt.
So, and I get Magic, and also y'all gotta understand when Magic is real strategic. He's doing this right now while winning time is going on because his docuseries premieres in 2 weeks on Apple TV. Fast says Hall of Fame DeRozan, I guess.
Everybody going to basketball Hall of Fame.
Yeah,
It's not Michael Cooper.
that's because he shouldn't.
Oh, yeah.
For what?
I mean, Sidney Moncrief is in there primary for defense. Why ain't Michael Cooper?
Has he gone to the All-Star game?
Moncrief?
Mm-hmm.
I think he did.
Maybe. I don't know. Coop got at least been to one. I hope Coop got at least been to one.
Then what?
Yeah, I mean, it's
Coop ain't
once.
been to no All-Star game.
He been a watcher?
I mean, if Roy Hibbert was an All-Star, there's no way Michael
Coop ain't never made no All-Star game.
Man,
There's no way.
If Roy Hibbert's made All-Star, Coop got at least made one.
No.
There's no way, dude. Coop ain't never made an All-Star game?
Man, Coop wasn't even the 3rd best player on the team. He might be the 5th.
Well, they did have a team full of Hall of Famers.
By the way, Spencer Haywood. By the way, I learned something about Spencer Haywood in this past episode of Winning Time I didn't even know.
Oh, okay.
I know who Sidney Moncrief is. Fat chill.
Sidney Moncrief went to the All-Star game 5 times. Put some respect on his name.
But when I think of Sidney Moncrief, I think about his defense more than his offense. Not saying Sidney, he's in the Hall of Famer. He's in the Hall of Fame, rightfully deserved.
Don't put him next.
But I still think Michael Cooper's a Hall of Famer. I mean,
he's five-time All-NBA, 5-time All-Defensive Player, 2-time Defensive Player of the Year. Yeah, that's a Hall of Fame resume.
By the way, he just only
got 4 fouls.
He got more fouls than points.
They better kick him out the game, bro.
By the way,
Sidney
Moncrief just went in the Hall of Fame maybe like 3 or 4 years ago.
Are you kidding
Jordan
me?
made people forget about him. I'm gonna be honest with you. He was a shooting guard in the East until Jordan came and just took over the world.
Now everybody want to get on me because I'm bringing up Michael Cooper. Look, I think Michael Cooper's a Hall of Famer because of his defensive prowess, but I'm not. I know dang well he's not better than Sidney Moncrief, idiots.
I love Coop, but no, he's not a Hall of Famer.
He's Defensive Player of the Year in '86, 8-time All Defensive Player. So if that's the case, then you want to put Mark Eaton in the Hall of Fame?
I'm shocked, Mark. Well, I ain't put rest in peace. But
he only averaged double-digit points twice in his career.
Oh, Cooper?
Mm-hmm.
Cooper not getting into Hall of Fame. He's not a Hall of Famer.
I bet you he does eventually. What the heck? Did someone just try to run on the court?
Idiot.
That's a girl too.
And she was running at Patrick Beverly?
Somebody finally got tired of Patrick Beverly.
They in Patrick Beverly home arena. But anyway, go ahead.
Hey, this is home arena. The T-Wolves are the home team.
Maybe. Area 51.
Look, man, I just wanted to see Michael Cooper Hall of Famer. I ain't tripping if it ain't the end of the dang world, but people made the case for him. Just saying. I know Sidney Moncrief's a better player. I ain't delusional, but dang, I don't know what the heck white girl do to get tackled by 4 cops like that right now.
I'm happy for it.
Sounds like the end of a movie.
Go ahead, John. You want to go to the awards?
Yeah, man. I can't even respond to that one. I don't think Area 51 can on that one. We might get me too though, in Area 51 just for that one. All right. So let me get y'all thoughts on who y'all think is going to win some of these awards, and then we'll preview the playoffs.
Well, we all picked some
Yeah.
awards.
So who do we have?
For Rookie of the Year,
Yeah,
I had chose Evan Mobley.
everybody chose Evan Mobley.
I think it's going to Scotty Barnes.
I think it might be going to him too, but I still gonna be choosing.
I think we made your pick. Are you? We all picked Mobley when we did this.
I still think Mobley has a good shot because since the Cavs are still in the playoffs. But I think a lot of people were shocked that Scotty Barnes had that much of an impact on Toronto. Because remember, when I thought about the draft, I thought Jalen Suggs was going to get picked ahead of Scotty Barnes. And they went the other way around. So, yes, Fatton and Josh, they say Scotty Barnes Rookie of the Year.
He's very good.
Yeah, he's very good.
He's
by the way,
very
Rookie
good.
of the Month just passed.
Most definitely.
Most improved.
Josh says Jordan Poole.
Yeah, that's a good
For
pick.
most improved.
Yeah.
I know. I just remember who my most improved one. God, he made me like epic failure.
Yeah, Wiggins. You picked DeMar DeRozan.
What most improved?
Most improved.
Oh yeah, I was right.
And I picked the kid from Portland.
And I picked Wiggins.
Yeah, I picked the kid from Portland. Simmons.
I mean, you technically weren't wrong. Wiggins made to an All-Star game,
He
so
did.
that's not.
And in the words of Josh, he took off. He stopped playing after the All-Star break.
I absolutely agree.
Defensive Player of the Year. John, you picked Giannis. Me and Nick picked Embiid.
I think that's
Giannis still has a shot. I think there's a lot of momentum for Mikal Bridges or Marcus Smart.
Bleacher Report just said Marcus Smart won it. He was the first guard to win it since Gary Payton.
First guard?
First guard to win it since Gary Payton.
Hold on.
Bleacher Report just text me. Six man. We all picked Tyler Hero.
Yeah, that's no brainer. Yeah, he probably won that unanimous.
Yeah. And then MVP we all picked Embiid. Boy, it looked good then.
I mean,
man, that's going to be a close race.
Hey, look.
By the way, are we going to get into that stupid European list too?
Man, the disrespect on that list is crazy.
By the way, All NBA. Who's your All NBA first team?
Can we worry about that next week?
Yeah, let's do about that next week. Let me
Yeah,
think about
that's-
that.
yeah.
I need to think about that.
Yeah.
All right, so next week we'll tell y'all who's going to get the bag on All NBA. But those are
All NBA. I probably can. Let me see.
Let me say that for next week, man.
But y'all want to talk about this stupid
All right.
international list?
No, it's not international.
Yeah,
It's the European list. That's
So,
what it is.
the list, So Kenzie asked, should Devin Booker be in the MVP race? Yeah, but he's just not going to win.
He's not going to win.
He'll get some votes. But man, by the way, Will was wilding the other day in the chat yesterday.
What do you say?
He said that Pau Gasol was better than the Joker.
He lost his mind. No way. Pau Gasol's best year is nowhere close to what Joker did last year.
Or this year.
So I'm going to find it. I obviously want to talk about it.
He does everything Pau Gasol does
Better.
and can pass. And can score better.
Okay, so
And is a better rebounder.
So the NBA's official all-time European team for the 75th anniversary was selected by a panel of 40 voters, 50% and 50% 50% with the fans, other 50% with to the panel. So here was their all European first team: Giannis, Luka. I do agree, Josh. Powell's better defender. Pau Gasol, Dirk Nowitzki, and Tony Parker. That's the first team.
No.
The second team: Nikola Jokic,
Should have been first team.
Tony Kukoc, the late Drazen Petrovic, Arvydas Sabonis, and Peja Stojakovic.
The only problem I have with that first team is Pau Gasol being ahead of Joker.
Mm-hmm.
And from what I've heard people talk about Sabonis, it seems like he's not better than Sabonis. I'm just saying based off what I've heard.
Yeah.
Yeah,
The NBA didn't see the best of Sabonis.
they didn't
Yeah, that's what I'm
they didn't
saying.
see the best Sabonis, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, like and I go back and look at some of that film that Sabonis played. Hey, he looked like a problem. There's no doubt about that. But that's the only thing I have with the first team is that Pau Gasol is
Here comes Josh.
what he said.
We don't know a damn thing about Petrovic. Man, please, man. Portland, by the way.
I would have thought he'd been a starter.
By the way, good. That 30 for 30 about him and Vladi.
Oh, man.
I totally forgot he started his career in Portland.
Mm-hmm.
And then obviously he ended up in New Jersey where he finally got a chance to show how good of a player he was because he was stuck in Portland playing behind Danny Ainge. Danny Ainge, huh?
It's crazy.
Danny Ainge got more money, got more run than Drazen Petrovic in the late 80s.
Are you kidding me?
That's crazy.
So this list. So is Giannis? So is Gian? I mean, is it? Cause
Yes.
I heard Giannis the best international player now, right? European.
I don't get how. Look, you make the case for Giannis being on there, and you'll say he won MVP, he's won championship, defensive player of the year, and all that. Cool. So the person just won MVP, and quite possibly has a chance to win this year as well.
Yep.
And you have Pau Gasol ahead of him.
That's my only problem is Pau over it.
That's the only problem I have with
The
it.
only problem I have with it too.
The only problem.
So is
Yeah.
Giannis the best Euro? Is the best international Olajuwon or is it
Yes.
Embiid? Because some people, I wouldn't put. You're asking me, I'm biased to 84. I say it was Akeem.
Yes.
I go with the King too.
I'm willing to Yeah, Josh, Euro. Greece is in Europe. So
But do we have Giannis above Dirk? Whew, that's where it starts getting tricky.
Giannis or Dirk?
That's where it starts getting tricky. That's where it starts getting triky. I can't choose Giannis over Dirk. I'm sorry.
So that means you're saying Dirk's the best Euro then?
Yeah.
So you're saying Dirk? Well, I would say Dirk. I would have said Dirk before I saw this list because I totally forgot Giannis is European.
Mm-hmm.
As Josh said, Dirk didn't play.
Yeah, I'm not choosing Giannis over Dirk. I'm sorry. The people that Dirk had to play against and the teams that he drugged to the playoffs. Oh man, yeah, that dude he was something special. A lot of people forget about Dirk. Man.
I know.
Oh yeah, of course. Oh my God, what a flop! Are you serious?
Fouls. Wow, he sold that.
And he sold that more than. Oh, never mind.
Don't go there.
Sorry, Chris Rock.
You sent Chris Rock.
By the way,
on the slap.
oh wow. By the way, only 2 coaching vacancies open: Lakers and Sacramento. Alvin Gentry will not be back with the Kings
Because he might go to the Lakers
as an assistant. Or I think he ended up in Philly with D'Antoni. He loves him, D'Antoni. By the way, another thing, a couple things before we get to call down names. Some type of topics I heard on First Take, and we get y'all thoughts in the panels in the comment section. Who's under the most pressure this postseason?
as far like, is there a choice of players, or we're just saying in general?
In general,
who's under the most?
Well,
pressure?
player, I think is easy. Player for me, player is easy.
James Harden.
Yes,
Yeah, easily James Harden.
but overall, like who has they said the question was who has the most at stake this postseason?
Well, if I think if Philly don't get to the finals, Doc Rivers is fired.
Josh says Doc Rivers.
It's easily Doc Rivers.
Mm-hmm. And unfortunately, he got James Harden.
And the problem is, Daryl Morey, he didn't put all his chips to the table in the middle of the table,
Like always.
and now, to me personally, I didn't like them bringing in Daryl Morey, basically just crapping on everything that Elton Brand did as a GM. I personally, like I said, I don't understand why Daryl Morey gets all this love and he has never won a ring. He never even had a team that made it to the finals.
He's already been to the conference finals once.
It was up 3-1 too, huh?
Are you kidding me?
Let's not talk about 3-1.
Oh, you mean or blowing like missing like 23 straight threes in the game 7? Because analytics, right?
That's not Morey's fault though.
I think it's James Harden should have. By the way, they made a point. if James Harden is out there, and look, that's his business, and he's out there doing what he does. Thank you, Josh. And Kenzie said, "We want to hear this crap that Kyle, I think the sound saying he the best shooting big man." Dirk said, "What?" I guarantee you, Dirk ain't gonna have 2 points and four fouls.
Is Cat playing today?
I guess not. Maybe
No, this is Carl.
Yeah, exactly.
This ain't Cat. This is Carl out here.
Maybe he's over at Jordan Wood's house. I don't know.
That's the place to be. That's the nice place to be.
That's probably why he's not at the game right now. Trail said, "I see Doc Ball in another league. Got to keep the tradition alive." And by the way, everyone thinks that Doc Rivers is the man to fix the Lakers.
Why?
I don't.
He's haven't fixed nobody. What team has Doc Rivers fixed outside of
Nobody.
Orlando?
He didn't fix nothing.
He messed up Orlando.
Yeah, go ahead, Tim Duncan. Josh said, "Cat doing what I'm doing right now. Nothing." Oh man, yeah.
Doc Rivers messed up Orlando
Yeah, he did.
and the trajectory of the NBA.
Wow. Tim Duncan, huh?
Because Dwight Howard wouldn't have been drafted by Orlando.
True.
See?
Here come B-Fin in the comment. B-Fin just got B-Fin on cloud nine because the Clippers down 1 right now.
Hey, what time y'all game on?
RKO out of nowhere, dude. Come on, man.
Hey, that was his fault. I wasn't about to go there.
Dang it. Yeah, I can't even say nothing. I mean, B, you walked into that one, man. You screw my dog, man.
It's stupid. What we about? What
It's,
doing now?
okay. Yeah. So let's get to calling out names, man. Yeah, we're gonna get into the All NBA teams next week. You guys who y'all think will be an All NBA next week, send us, DM us. Kinsey said Montreal said Nick a bully.
That's funny.
And go watch Winning Time. Episode 6 is available right now on HBO Max.
The Clippers are bullying Cat.
Carlton Towns got 2 points and 4 fouls.
Anthony Everson.
Hey, look, they took him out the game and they start catching up.
Look who Nick Young ran off the Lakers. We don't never talk about that though.
He brought up why don't Lakers fans talk about how Nick Young ran off D'Angelo Russell?
Because Magic
almost canceled the show.
Because Magic was the one who made the trade. Period.
That's because he wanted Lonzo. He believed
No,
he let what's his name talk him into drafting him.
that's not
His
it.
dad.
By the way, Lonzo, tough break. No pun intended.
Oh, come on, John.
He didn't break nothing. I'm just saying.
Come on,
Did
John.
having another knee injury, man.
Come on, John. Don't kick him while he's down.
I was rooting for Lonzo this year, man.
Look, if Lonzo would have been up over there, boy, with the way the Bulls is playing, and they're missing him a lot on defense too.
And by the way, they get Milwaukee the first round.
They're out of here.
Who?
Bulls. The Bulls, they're out of here.
I hope they hurt Grayson Allen. Anyway, go ahead.
D'Angelo just knocked down another 3.
He could be doing that for the Lakers right now.
By the way, I gave y'all the Sedano. I gave y'all the Sedano trade last week with the Lakers, right?
Mm-hmm.
What you think of this, B-Fan? Russ to New York for Julius Randle and Evan Fournier.
Let's go.
By the way, what was the other trade? I didn't get into the Russ trades before we get to call on names real quick.
Yeah.
All right. There's one with the Pacers. There's 2 I want to ask you guys thoughts. First is the Hornets. Maybe you trade Russ to Charlotte for Gordon Hayward or Terry Rozier and Kelly Oubre.
What?
Why would Charlotte do that?
Because Jordan loves Russ.
Do any of those players play defense?
No.
Don't they got LaMelo?
Yeah. Who's up again? But who's the owner? Like I said, but who's the owner?
Yeah, it's because Terry Rozier ain't going nowhere either. Because Jordan loves Terry Rozier.
And then the one with the Pacers, I think, is the one that's intriguing. Yeah, Magic made a mistake.
Why,
I know.
Because y'all might get Sabonis.
Nah, well, Sabonis in Sacramento.
Oh yeah, I forgot. Not Sabonis. What's his name?
Buddy Hield
Buddy
and
Hield.
Brogdon for Russ.
I'd be cool with just the Brogdon aspect. I'm gonna be honest with you.
Because I think the Pacers are trying to shed salary. Let's get to calling out names.
That actually might work for y'all.
Brogdon with LeBron would be crazy.
Brogdon and Buddy.
By the way, the irony this happened, this happens, and we still end up. How the irony would this happen? We still end up with Buddy Hield.
I said that when he got traded.
Yeah,
you did.
You really did. I'll say that. Yeah, shout out to Mark for that.
So let's get to my man Dudley's favorite segment. Y'all get involved in the comments. If y'all got someone y'all want to call out, put them in the comments, and we'll respond to it.
I want to call out John.
Uh-oh.
Okay, but we'll get to that in a minute. Let me lead this off.
Hold on. Before we start, you know, I think we should do
What's that?
for the next show. We should make a post, and then we could make it like what people can say who they want to put on calling out names.
Oh yeah, we can do that.
We can definitely do that.
Instagram and Twitter at Sports for You Podcast. Next, tag who you want to put in calling out names. We'll address it on the show next week.
Most definitely.
We'll definitely follow us on social. We'll have you updated.
And most definitely let us know the reason why you had this person on calling out names as well.
Absolutely. All right. My one person I'm calling out is Channing Crowder.
Oh yeah.
And
I
it's
don't like that comment either.
And it's a piggyback from if y'all didn't watch No Rules last week with my brother Mark with AOL, Nick Freeze was hanging out in the VIP section along with Ben Reddy. Channing Crowder, former NFL player, he used to be on the I Am Athlete podcast with Brandon Marshall and Ocho Cinco. He's now on a podcast called The Pivot. It's him, Ryan Clark, I think Fred Taylor.
Mm-hmm.
And the conversation about Russell Wilson and Sierra came up. And this dude had the nerve to say that Russell Wilson was a square and Sierra was only with him because of his money. Ryan Clark basically had to tell him, like, when you're in a relationship that is just toxic, and I'm not getting into futures business. I mean, however kids you got, that's your priority, player.
You said it right the first time.
He needs a prayer.
Exactly. But don't bash Russell Wilson because he did what he did to get the girl. You up there talking about you? I mean, I want to get into stuff you were saying on the Taylor Rooks episode.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Hey, look,
I'm a cat.
The same dudes that say that
go find that episode.
The same dudes that say that
Who's
Russell
the dead cat?
Channing Crowder, Area 51.
Hold on.
I don't never want to hear that man say that somebody else is a square.
Hey, look.
Goofy ass.
Go on the pivot. Go on the pivot.
Hey, look. Here's my thing with that.
Josh heard me. Yeah, exactly, Josh.
The same people that say that he's corny for that are the same people who over there buying bottles and buying all type of narcotics to get this chick feeling cool so they can go ahead and have fun. Those are the same dude. That's corny in itself.
By the way, Russell Wilson's taking care of another man's kid.
Like I said,
bingo.
Like I said before, man. I said on the show last week. Only people calling Russell Wilson corny is people who try to act hard for other men.
I'm like this. He can be corny all you want. Bring us the Super Bowl, Russ. I don't care. I don't care what you do on off the field. That's between you and your wife.
Russ not corny at all. Do you keep doing what you do, dog?
Yeah.
Do Ernie got a lineup?
Yes.
Yeah.
The same way Stephen A. Smith do.
Oh wow. So that's my calling out names.
First off, and I'm calling out John right now because of what he just did
Oh
right now.
no! What John do?
When he said Michael Cooper should be in the Hall of Fame.
Okay, that was maybe a little more like your bias. By the way, Carlton Towns 0 for 7 with 4 fouls. Got more top shots than he do points.
He got more fouls than do points. And they still. All right.
No, D'Angelo Russell and Anthony Edwards are winning the game.
Yeah, they win the game for him.
Go ahead.
I'm calling out Gil Brandt. He's a doofus. I go in Area 51 real quick. And I feel like this is the reason where this stems from.
Mm-hmm.
What he said about Dwayne Haskins, rest in peace, was he was a guy that was living to be dead. It's always something with Haskins. Maybe he should have stayed in school. He wouldn't do silly things like be jogging on the highway.
Man.
First of all, let me say this. I'll let Nick respond. We don't know why he was on the highway. We know what the stories say, but until the cops come out and say, shut up. First of all, NFL, Sirius XM, shout out. We gotta stop having old dudes on the radio like this, man. Make themselves look like basically look like carnies.
No, they made themselves look like
idiots.
Rush Limbaugh.
Rest in peace.
No, I ain't saying that.
Well,
I don't care. Cancel me. I ain't gonna say it.
Dang, Nick. Kenzie said these are the same people that call Russell corny call Bow Wow, Wayne Brady, Will Smith, and Nick Cannon corny. They rich, so I'll be corny.
No, those dudes are corny that you talk about, but they're cool.
Yeah, they really are.
You can be corny and cool. There's nothing wrong with that.
True that.
And going back to that, I don't even know. Like sometimes being called a square not even a bad thing though. You know what I'm saying?
I don't even think Will Smith is corny. I think what he did was corny, but I don't think Will Smith is corny.
That's like being called a civilian to street dudes is a square. You know what I'm saying? Like you just
That's
a civilian.
so basically I'm doing what I'm supposed to be doing.
Yeah,
enjoying life.
Pretty much. That's off me, Gil Brandt, and I'm with you with clam chowder. And Stephen A. Smith just because on GP.
Hey, you know what's funny though?
He called him clam chowder.
He be talking so much trash. I remember him when he played. He wasn't that good. You remember he used to play for Miami.
I know he played for the Dolphins.
And he played
for the Dolphins.
For the Chargers too. He wasn't that good,
Dog,
bro.
How's he calling somebody a square?
Did you see that picture when he was in college?
Dog,
When he was at Boston College?
dog, he's been in the NFL house his whole life. Why is he calling somebody a square?
Chill, dude. And then
A square can't call somebody else a square.
by the way, Ryan Clark brought a dentist onto the set so they could fix his teeth.
Fix who teeth?
Channing Crowder's.
Because he got dolphin teeth. That's why.
Anyway, yeah.
By the way, when we get off here, we gotta talk about that Taylor Rooks episode.
I'm done with clam chowder.
All right, Nick, who you got for calling out names?
I have Laker Twitter to call out for this one.
Oh boy, you gotta be brief on this one because trust me, you can go all night.
No, huh?
Hey, what I missed with clam chowder? Channing Crowder.
All right, so
Kansas.
look. Lakers Twitter. Now all of a sudden, all of y'all are Frank Vogel fans.
There's a drum beat there.
Are you serious?
Are you kidding me?
Y'all been trashing this dude all year. I don't get it. I don't get Lakers Twitter at all. Sometimes they complain talking about LeBron is over here doing all this trying to win the scoring title, and then complain when he doesn't play. Like that doesn't make any sense. So what do y'all want him to do? Y'all want him to just go ahead and say that he's hurt?
Play, don't play.
Don't play or don't play?
No, play and don't play.
Oh, so you want him to just be just stand on the court? That's what y'all want to do. Just stand there.
Go do a layup. Do some layups.
No, they don't. They want to be the mascot. That's what they want him to do.
Lakers don't have a mascot.
Well, if they would have let it be, they would have been one.
Yeah, I'm with you, Kenzie. I'm not with them. I'm not with them.
I know. I know who I'm talking about. Y'all are good. Y'all understand. Well, Kenzie be tripping sometimes. Talking about Klay Thompson, the best shooting guard. But
that had nothing to do with the Lakers, though.
By the way, Kyle Cowher, I disagree with that trade.
What trade?
The one I sent you on the chat yesterday. He said he would trade Anthony.
This is crazy.
What the hell?
Yo!
Hey, go on.
Area 51.
Did she really just put glue on her face?
Man, I hope that was glue.
It better. I mean, I hope it wasn't, to be honest.
Well,
but
man, I don't know, man.
Well,
she just need to get
Area
that.
51.
Dang,
No matter.
All right, cool.
John about to get somebody canceled.
Man,
That's why I went right to Area 51.
Man.
No, John wouldn't even know Area 51 when he was talking. I can still hear him in my headphone.
Man, look, it's not John's fault. He just saw somebody with a bunch of sticky stuff on their face and wondered what the heck that was.
Again, I know.
I'm not trading AD, Josh. But the trade that Colin Cowher suggested was trade Anthony Davis to the Warriors for Klay Thompson and James Wiseman.
Why the hell would you make the Warriors better? So you want the Warriors to win another championship, what you're saying? You want the Warriors to have, he said, well, who's that in that trade?
James Wiseman and Klay for AD.
So you want Curry to be on the same team as Anthony Davis?
Yeah, that's what Colin Cowher wants. I mean, that sounds stupid to me.
Why would they do? Why would either team do that?
Well, they might. I mean,
I can see it from the Warriors benefit.
I'm gonna be honest with you, bro. The way Jordan Poole is playing,
I'm not saying that they are going to trade him.
I'm not saying that he's better than Klay, but he's a lot younger and a lot healthier.
And he's playing.
And he's playing very well. He's playing well enough, and he's playing just enough. He don't even have to play defense over there. They got Wiggins over there. So he ain't have to worry about guarding nobody. So it could work, and he'll be a lot cheaper option, too. I'm just saying. I don't see it happening, but hey, if
I wouldn't do it.
Yeah. Don't be surprised if it happened. I wouldn't do it, but I wouldn't be surprised.
Ladies and gentlemen, that's calling out names. All right, we're gonna head on out of here. Again, next week. Hey B, you hit the button.
Yep.
All right.
Shout out to B fan.
So final thoughts. Next week we'll get definitely into the playoffs as far as all the matchups being set. We'll give our predictions. We'll give our NBA predictions. We'll start looking ahead to the draft countdown. Be a week away from the draft, and more MLB and all that. But definitely more so on the playoffs and the draft next week, and who we think will be in the finals. I know I just can't, man. Look, he gotta fix it, Josh. He's gonna have to figure out what is it that he's not doing to stay healthy. If you gotta fire your team, fire him. I don't get how you got $100 million in the bank, man. You got $100 million in the bank, man. Thank you, Uncle Mike. Go spend $1 million a year, $2 million, whatever you got to make sure you don't stay, so you can stay healthy. And that's all I'm gonna say about that. But next week, again, we're back on YouTube. Again, if you're new to the show, subscribe, Townhouse Media on YouTube. The link is in the bio. Follow us again on social at JWatson0984, at Hi on Mark on Instagram, Hi Mark1 on Twitter,
sir.
At Nick_Freeze on Instagram, and at 99 Gorilla on Twitter,
Yes, sir.
and Instagram. Shout out to B fan in the house. Look, and that's not poo-poo on the bubble championship, Josh. We won. It happened. Other teams couldn't handle it, but we did. So Montreal said Nets and Warriors will be in lit finals. We'll see. It's still early. Bad luck every season. So again, we're gonna be up out of here. Thank y'all again for watching. Nick's on to the VIP section right quick. This has been episode 96 of Sports for You. I'm John. That's Mark.
What up with it?
Hey, Freeze just went to the VIP. Shout out to B Fed in the house. Shout out to all y'all in the comments. Josh, Fat, Miss Lay, Uncle Kev, Uncle Mike, Kenzie, Montreal, everybody. Thank y'all. Y'all was wonderful. Remember, put your call down names on our social media on Twitter and on Instagram, and we will read them on next week. We out. Peace.